Right, hello there, YouTube. Oh, I've been waiting for this one for a while. Welcome to a first impressions, for me at least, of Kerbal Space Program 2. Yeah, the sequel's finally out. Hooray! Load times, kind of incredible. That took like 30 seconds to boot. So, yeah, despite some of the bad feedback I'd heard so far, at least the loading for the main menu, no problem at all. We'll start a new campaign. I'm perfectly happy to do the tutorial stuff. I think I'll actually do it. This will be first impressions. Be the WI Space Program. Oh, I should have set up a custom flag. I am planning to do a full. Actually, that's kind of the right colours. I am planning to. No, we should stick with our normal flag, right? I am planning to do a full series on this. I don't believe the game is particularly complete at the moment, so I probably won't hurry to doing that. But we'll give it a try. Again, today I mostly want to just give it a go, see how it plays. I have installed this on my SSD, which does... If it's not helping, the load times are good anyway. Although this one could be a bit longer. Normal Kerbal takes like... Oh god, how long does it take to start? If I have a heavily modded install, it might take like 15-20 minutes to start up. It's usually pretty okay once it's going, because you don't hit the memory leak, but yeah, because original Kerbal has the memory leak. So, what am I hoping is in this one? I guess, like, I know it's missing a lot of stuff. Oh, this looks a little strange. Oh. Kerbal Space Program. I think some of it is loaded on top of itself here. Ooh. Okay, I think the recording may be having some slight issues while it loads. Something weird has definitely happened here. But we knew it was going to be buggy. Ooh, what are you doing, game? Where are we at? Ah, this looks better.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos.
Actually got a bit of an intro video. This is new.
Dawn of Kerbal kind. We have looked to the sky and wondered what sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness.
Is that spoilers? Are we getting black holes?
Never beheld. These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts recently founded Kerbal Space Program.
Oh boy.
Oh my! I think that might have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on! Slides, somewhere!
As someone who's used cassette tapes,
Welcome
I know
to
the
your
feeling.
first day running the Kerbal Space Program.
This player suddenly decides to mangle it for no reason.
It's the latest ever gathering of astronomers, astronauts, and engineers.
I have heard this girl's voice before somewhere and I cannot think where.
This collection of geniuses has created several very impressive buildings. We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody
Like the
to show
photo
us
taped
how to
over
put all
there.
these
I'm
parts
trying to work out
together.
what was going on with that green thing. It's like the
Well,
photo
we also need somebody
sliced
to help
out, put
us
over
out
the
with
top.
design. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here.
Good, I can do
My
that.
name is Paige, by the way. If you need any hints,
Oh,
feel
an
free
AI?
to visit me over at the training center.
Good look of it.
Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard.
Oh, a visitor center. I just realised we didn't have a visitor center in the previous space center, right? The astronaut complex, but oh. Okay.
Your new space
Oh, wait, is it playing
program.
again? Oh, it's playing again. Okay. That's not the one that... Oh, God. Wow, that loaded quick. I have not touched the graphics at all, by the way. I'm hoping that whatever it's loaded to by default will run reasonably well. It's not the smoothest thing in the world, but it's not awful. Okay. Welcome to the Space Center. Blah, blah, blah. Training program that will take you through flying and building your first rocket. Why not? Here at the training center. Where is it? Oh, it's blinking on the side. Dear. It's been a while since I said the Kerbals. Look, Or at least like really looked at them properly. Look at them go. No. Build and fly rockets, planes, and rovers. VB is where you want to be if you want to start building. It's fine. We're going to go for... Oh god, there's a lot of tutorials. God, do I want to go through all of these in the first impressions? Or do we want to just build something? Let's go through the first one. Well, first two, because that's taking about lots of test rocket. We'll go through those. And then we'll try and put something together and fly it. I also want to try flying a plane. That's the other thing. I am a big fan of Kerbal's planes. So I want to fly an aircraft. So does this load the video? Is that the idea? No, it's loading a bit more than that. Yeah, there are some load times, but I think there's more than one now. Might be because we're loading a tutorial, but of course, stock Kerbal tends to have one very long load time at the beginning, and then sometimes load times when you're loading up a craft or whatever, depending on how big it is and how many mods you've got. But these aren't awful.
Space is the place. So you want to get to space. Have you tried rockets?
Nope.
Rockets use fuel and engines to create thrust, which propels them forward. When a fuel tank is empty, it is dropped to stay as lightweight as possible, allowing the rocket to go even faster. These tanks, as well as other expendable parts of a rocket, are called stages. Different stages do different things. Often the first stage is very powerful, with just enough fuel to get the vehicle through the atmosphere. The second stage usually has a low-thrust engine that, while not as powerful, is more fuel efficient.
Is it frozen?
After dropping the heavier first stage,
It froze for a minute.
the atmosphere.
I don't know what you guys saw on your end. I genuinely...
Pushes the
I might have to
much
check out this
lighter
footage later.
Second stage to orbital speed.
I should mention it will be performing a little bit worse because I am recording at the same time, and that is harder on your computer. My one should meet the minimum requirements. I've got a 1080 in here,
On a flight to space,
but I haven't
final
checked the
stage
graphics to adjust
pushes back
anything.
down to the surface.
A little bit of a shame that the video's just lagging a little bit, though. Okay, so this is nothing new. This is the sort of thing we know, but... Oh, God. Whoops. Nothing I didn't know, but my God, they're cute. We'll do the next one. I said I was going to do the first two. And then, like I say, we'll go try and build so I can see how it runs. It's entirely possible that it will run like garbage and we won't actually play that much there in the first impressions. I don't know. But it's out literally today, so I'm expecting even just by like tomorrow or the day after there to be some basic patches out. It is an annoying feature of modern
As you embark on your
game
journey,
launches that they tend to be like that. That loaded quick.
it's important to get all the crashing out of your system here in the simulator.
Okay,
It really
we'll load
cuts
decently
down
fast
on the
anyway.
awkward phone calls. Today you'll be launching into the virtual skies over KSC, where you'll learn
That interior,
how to
that's
control
nice.
a rocket.
Also, we've got actual windows. Look, we can actually see the Kerbals through them by default. Very nice. Yeah, graphically, it looks like it has defaulted to fairly low settings and seeing some very jagged edges. Probably could have anti-aliasing on. I think even with my machine it could run that. But stick with it for now. I'll take low graphic settings but running well over running like garbage, but high graphic settings usually.
Let's learn how to rotate the flight camera. That way,
So
you can
that's the
grip
same.
your
That's the
thrust.
same.
Go ahead and pick your favorite view. Your rocket is ready for launch. Every
Go from
good
that
launch
angle, 'cause I'd
starts
like to
with
see
a
the,
big green button and lots of fire.
Those bits working.
Most bad launches do too, actually.
We throttled up. We are throttled up to max. We've got SAS on. Clever devs. You thought of this stuff ahead of time. Yum. The pink rocket exhaust. Oh god. Oh, the smoke died quickly.
Good. Ascend to
I don't feel like the
1,000
smoke was going to die that
meters.
quickly.
Then we'll learn some controls.
That could be a graphic setting things. I might tweak the graphic settings in a minute and see how it runs. I'm glad we got the big plume of smoke, but I'm sure that was meant to
You're a
be
kilometer up.
still visible,
It's
probably
still
even from here.
fresh, but you'll have more time to correct your course if you start pointing at the ground.
High enough,
Let's
high
learn
enough
some
that
rocket
crashing's
controls.
unlikely at this point.
When flying a rocket or a plane, we have specific terms for moving. Pitch tilts your rocket's nose up and down. Nice pitch. Now pitch up until you're flying straight up.
We've got our
Let's
nav
move on.
ball. It's moved,
Yaw.
but it's still
Use
there.
your rocket left and right.
So that's
Try
surface
it
speed.
now.
Okay.
Now yaw to the left. Excellent. Now for the
Right.
final.
Goodness, a very stable rocket.
Roll rotates your rocket clockwise and counterclockwise. Try it now. That's the basics of rocket flight. Feel free to experiment with the controls. We can move on when you're ready.
Well, they've not told us it's slowing down, but I know it's shift and control. So X and Z? X and Z still works. Excellent. I don't think we have any parachutes on this, so I'm just gonna cruise out here this way for a little bit. Now we're in tutorials, we'll go out and build something. Let's see if we can do a bit of actual flight. Or we're moving way too fast to maneuver at this point. Oh, aerodynamic stress didn't rip our rocket apart, which is quite impressive. We're doing 400 meters a second. You know what? Maybe that checks out. We've got small fins on this. They're not going to be catching the air that much. I feel like, well, far at the very least, for Kerbal would have had that rocket being torn apart, pulling a maneuver like that. But that is modded for more realistic aerodynamics. I love these trails. I really do like the little wingtip trails. Engine effects looking nice. Lying inside the Weebly Wobbly. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure it's automatically set the graphics down a bit, but they don't look awful. They look alright. Can I actually adjust this from here? It does not pause the game. That's a little worrying. Or maybe that's because we're in this tutorial kind of thing. Oh, we're out of fuel. Well, I'm glad that's the simulator, because I think we're about to smash into the ground at very high speed. Alright, well, you know what? In flight, at least with that little test rocket, that seems to run okay. And people were saying it was large rockets that caused lag, so far, not too worried on that front. But let's see what we get when we actually load it all up and start running. Again, I'm being cautious, because I know there's been issues with the performance for some people. Tracking station, training center, the launch pad. Just those 4 for now, eh? Well, to the VA beat. Let's build something. Yeah, there's no real, even though it's career or whatever, there's no real career. It's just effectively sandbox mode at the moment. Right, so what do we start with? Let's start by going to orbit. Actually, no, let's have a little look at some of these new parts, because I just realized there's some new ones here. Tin can and the gumball, so that's the old Mark 1, Mark whatever it was, Mark 1-3. That's presumably the old lander. Oh my god, the graphics do look a little rough. At least I zoom in really close. Actually, no, you know what? They look alright. Maybe that was just the first impression while the texture was still loading. Actually, that looks pretty good. Tuna can. Crew light enabled. Ah. Oh, that new glow's nice. Okay, that. So, what are the 2 new ones? Oh, actually, how does the cupola look? Very gold windows. Are they meant to be like that? Oh, is that because of our... Is that because of our colours? Is it because we've got... These are supposed to colour pick our faction, right? No, maybe. Yeah, maybe that is it. Maybe because our colours are grey and orange, we've ended up with orange windows. That's kind of interesting. Cockatoo. So this is new. We didn't have this pod before. I don't think. It has a description, but I can't see all of it. We see all of it from here. I've also noticed this thing. This was not in the game before. This is like part manager. So I guess this is where we get the settings for all the parts. Let's scroll down. Oh, shift view more. Oh, you hold shift. Oh no, just toggle. Ah, okay, that toggles stuff on. Several days of emergency snack rations. I don't think ration. Yeah, there's no life support in this, as far as I'm aware. Wanderer 4-seat lander can. It's another new one. How big is this? Okay, so it's pretty substantial then. It's like an extra large lander, I suppose. Okay, cool. We'll go with the... We're gonna go with, like I say, a little Mercury type thing. Ooh. You can't trick me, game. I saw inside that pod for a moment. Yeah. There's an interior. Right. What else have we got for pods? This is like unguided. We'll stay Patnick, looking nice. The Hex, the Octo, the Cube. Ooh. Rove Mate. That's... was there a size 2 AI before? There probably was. I genuinely can't remember. I think that's new. No, is that the one they had in Making History? Either way, we've got a bunch of manned and unmanned pods. Cockpits we'll have a look at when we get to planes, but we do want to have a look at these rover cockpits. Look at that. That's cool looking. It's the one they've been using in the trailers and things. All of the lights. I do like that. Truck cab bulldog. Okay. It looks... marketing would like to... Yeah, marketing department would like to point out it looks really cool on rockets too. Oh, the grumble seat. I think that's a reference to the rumble seats in... Is that a reference to the rumble seats in Battletech now I think about it? Is that what they call them some things? Anyway, that's like an external seat for like a rover. Ah, I see. There's new tank... Oh my god. We'll get to that in a moment. Methalox. I think... Oh yeah, I think we're running on methane fuels. I think this was something I remember hearing about this one. So like the old-fashioned liquid fuel oxidizer is now Methalox specifically, I believe. Oh, okay. That's good. Better. Did we have that before? How do we... Ah, there's an actual trash icon. I was going to say, how do we just get rid of things? Used to be able to just click them in the window. Camera controls are about the same, I believe. Let's just have a look at new stuff. So, methane... Jet fuel tank. Okay. Oh, there's the Mark III. There's the old shuttle course. Okay, so the standard fuel... Yeah, so liquid fuel is methane now, I guess. Or liquid methane. Monopropellant. Is that a new tank? Also, notice they're all rated by size now, which is new. The XS. Do I prefer... Oh, that doesn't look... That looks a little... Is that miscaled? Maybe. It feels a bit the wrong scale, but I'm not sure. Xenon tank. Yeah, is that right? Isn't that supposed to line up pretty much perfectly with the top of that? So we've got Xenon for iron engines. Yes, these are new. Hydrogen fuel. Yeah, that texture. Yep, I can tell that it is lowered the texture settings. So that does not look great. Yes, liquid. Not liquid. What have I said? Nuclear rockets no longer use liquid fuel. They use methane, liquid hydrogen. So you need dedicated tanks for it, although I believe they're very light for their size. I genuinely thought that was Discord or something. I think that was just a noise that the game made. Giant Great Round Tank, that's a new one. Fuel line. It's supposed to be yellow. That's the part I think it's meant to be. Actually tells me I can't place it there. Whoop. I see. Yeah. Oh, it might be, again, using the faction colours. That might be why. Oh, maybe that bluey grey is the faction one. Oh, right. Yeah, we're trying to make a rocket. Let's also add a... Oh, God. I don't know what the small filter thing looks like. That's the one. No, wait. Hang on. Need to do this in the right order. Couplers. No, wait. Still wrong. Aerodynamics? What would this be under? Ground. Nope. Thermal. Oh, cat. Hello, cat. You're on the recording now. Heat shield. Okay. Do we have colours for that? Nope. Oh right. I guess it'd be in the generic recoloring, whatever it is. We do that. The coupler. Also want a parachute. We're not going to worry about experiments because they're not in the game. Ooh. Pink square. I saw that. Yeah. Okay. So it takes a moment to load in the textures. That's why it looked muddy for a moment. So there's a regular parachute, right? The Mark 16? Yes. Okay, we're good. Oh, deploy settings. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Fuel tank. We're probably building something quite close to what they showed us off in the thing. Most of this stuff looks the same, although we've got some new lights by the look of it. Recolorable lights. Nice. Right, engine. So we want a high efficiency engine up here. Where is our Delta V display? Do we have to have an engine to see it? Trip planner, action group manager, Kerbal manager, color, assembly, launch, rotating transfer, snap, symmetry mode. Yeah, are they still the same? Yes. Good, good. Center pressure. Oh. Center pressure the same as center of lift? It's the same colour, so I'd assume so. How do we see our delta V? How do we know how much we've got in each stage? Game? Don't tell me they took that out. Trip planner. Launch vessel. Oh, 1500. How do we know how much we have in each stage, though? We don't want it on that engine anyway. We probably want a Terrier, I'd imagine, but... Spark. Okay, so tiny spark, twitch, and yeah, it's all the same sort of stuff. LTV 45 and 30. Yeah, similar looking engines. But these are the same engines that mainsail. Oh, Mammoth 2. Sword rocket boost. Oh, we're doing the launch escape. It's a really big launch escape, actually. Oh, hello. We have some new engines. Oh, no, this is... Okay, so that's the Nerva. Very nice. Nice to see that again, but... Swerve. Cute. Okay. Wow, look at this, fellas. That's a big nuclear engine. What we're looking at with these two. So, thrust 75. ISP of... I'm struggling to read that text for some reason. 900. ISP of 1450. Oh, so it's more efficient. This is a better... Okay, so we've got new King of the Stock basic engines. Very nice. Why is it I can only see my Delta V when I click on this? Is it the only way to see it, or is there a better way to get a readout? Engineers report. Doesn't... Oh, thrust to weight. It's weird that I can't get an easy... They used to have TV just here. You could see it beside the things, but... I might recommend they do that at some point. Again, this is first impression, so I do want to be talking about stuff where I'm like, hey, maybe I could do this. But I believe we have, what was it, 1500? 1300. Okay, 1300 with this, but it'll be a decent speed. We'll go with that. We're going to try and make all of this thing. It's not quite the size I was wanting. That's what I was looking for. FT800. And we'll do one of those as well. Yeah, what the heck was that? Swivel. No, don't know what that does. Right. 3600. And the engineer's report. Thrust to weight. 0.7. Excellent. Although... how do we know what stages it's talking? Okay. I think there's definitely some work to be done on the readouts, because I'm not sure. It might be explained in the tutorial, but at the moment I'm not sure what some of the quite important statistics on my rocket are. Can we fit it? Oh, kickback's probably too big. Yeah, thumper. That's what I was looking for. Yes, wing. Okay, so wings. These are new. They have changed stuff here. I believe they are now somewhat modular, although it looks like there are some default ones. Changeling. Is that a reference to Changeling Space Program? I feel like it might be. Oh, these ones I can't view more on, which means I can't read the rest of the text. Oh dear. Yeah, there's some work needs doing here, I think. You have moving control surfaces? Doesn't look like it does. Does not. Okay. How do I... Control Z. I don't know how you select those to get rid of them. It's probably because it moves into that wing editing view. Okay, we do need one with a... spanner to adjust. Okay. Let's have a go at tweaking these modular wings. So... wing span. Is that the... Okay, so that's the width. We'll go for... a tiny bit shorter, about there. Wing angle. Ah, there we go. Root. Length, thickness, angle. Ooh. Just add a little bit, can we? Yeah, just have to 0. Because you know it does want to be like that. Control surface. Span, is that... Ah, that's how much of the wing it goes across. How long it is, and an offset. Cool, okay. That ought to probably... That probably will be orbit capable. Have we got... Do we need things like... We probably could do with a little bit of power. To make sure we don't end up stuck in orbit or anything. So what have we got? Still got the old stat panels. These are new. Okay, cool. These are the ones you can't retract yet. That large. Retractable ones. Oh god, and a massive great casing. Imagine this is only going to be a one-use launch, right? We don't need to spend money on expensive retractable parts. I don't like how they're exposed, but... Gigantor... Oh, Colossus is new. Ah, you can tell Nercy has been working on these. I think he was anyway. This is just like his one out of the old Near Future Solar. Nice. Don't need one that big. Right. That'll probably do us, really. Antenna? Oh, yeah, no antennas? No, I think these are mostly the same. Utility. Action wheels and things. We're probably alright on that. Oh! Wait, did they say that RCS had been toned down a lot? Have you got monopropellant on board? Yes. We're going to add onto this stage, just in case we get all the way to the edge of space with just this. I don't think we will, but I'll add some monopropellant thruster just in case. Might as well test everything out, right? Right. Last thing, paint. Oh, why is it grey? Should it be orange? Storage these guys. There we go. That's looking a little nicer. Right. Go for test launch. So far, some issues with the UI. There's a lot of info where I'm like, this seems to be missing, or I can get it but not in the form I want it in. So there's some work to do there. Loading times have been alright. There's been the odd freeze. New parts look pretty nice. Not that there's a lot of them, but they do look nice. Game looks alright, but the graphics are set down quite low. I need to turn on the light in my actual real life room at some point as well. The SAS starts enabled and throttle starts at max. Very nice. Right, I believe we get an actual countdown. Oh shoot, staging check. Right. Yep. No. Okay. Parts manager, non-stageable resources. Oh, so it's just the ones on the main car, on the nose section. Flight report. Okay. Gear, solar, lights, brakes. Ah, well, okay. Oh yeah, we got actual countdowns now. The water spraying. Launched housing system. I realised I forgot to put any support towers on this thing to hold it in place. Well, maybe that was dropping off as intended. I feel like the smoke's supposed to stick around longer, but I don't know. Where the heck is our altitude? This is from the ground, okay. So carefully pitch over, assuming we're still facing the same direction. I'm assuming we pitch to the right still. Not that we have a huge amount of pitch control. I guess our fins maybe did want to be a bit bigger, but... Staging. Oh, big lag spike. Big lag spike on staging. Holy god. Oh, stay steady. Stay steady. Probably started my turn too early, but hey ho. should be overbuilt for this. We should be alright, even if we do have a bit of wobble. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe it's my rocket that needs some work. I've flown for quite a while. I know a few tricks to save a rocket. We do have RCS. I don't know how much monopropellant we have. Although I do. We've got enough. Disable it for now since we're going in about the right direction, even if we have to loft it up quite high and then circularize. Now, I believe one of the things we can do... Now have a pause. I don't know why it come up 4 times, but I remember that. I remember them bringing up that particular error. One of the guys that previewed it. Oh, do we have enough Delta V? Did we lose too much from that spinning? Perhaps it's not very high at the moment, but we'll see what we can get. We need to get it to about 80, and then we can prep for a insertion burn. I want to try and get to orbit and come back in one piece, ideally, if we can. Okay. Map view. Pause. Shows you the position and flight paths of every vehicle, object, and celestial body, no matter how far it is from home. Double click to focus an object. Oh yeah, can we? I think we can't adjust the camera while this is up. To put the vehicle's trajectory, you can place a maneuver plan. Okay. So about double clicking to focus on things, is that only specifically vehicles? Oh yeah, we can see the sphere of influence of planets now, which is really good. We can now see where the moon is. Moon's sphere of influence is. Right. Can I do... Oh, I thought you could just... I thought you were supposed to be able to adjust maneuvers while you're paused, or do you have to be unpaused to create one? Create a maneuver plan. Ah, I thought there was supposed to be a thing where you could adjust them while paused. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. Whoops. No, you can't. Huh. I thought that was a thing that people have brought up. Maybe someone broke something? Delta V. We supposedly do not have enough. Oh shoot, that's the other thing. Well, we'll do what we can anyway. Let's give it a go. The node. Even if we end up re-entering, it's fine. First launch rate. Oh, and... Nope, that didn't do anything. Oh, it actually did all the symmetry on them. Hooray! There are some times where I would not want it to do that, but in this case we're okay. I guess the node maneuver thing is white. I don't know that that's actually good, but... Okay, RCS is there. Try to actually find where the indicator for it was. Save, of course. I heard the noise. I did not see a message saying it quick saved. The RCS sound was good. Yeah, the lag between staging is not so much. Yeah, we don't have quite enough fuel for this. I believe we can... Yeah, we can accelerate while burning. Hooray! That is a worthy addition. said fuel something event. Wanting warp. That might be because we're about to run out. See if we can't at least get most of the way around the planet before we run out. Yeah, there we go. Well, we had a good try. This probably was because we lost some stuff on the way. So presumably that'll tell it to go retrograde, which it did. Lack of stellar exposure. Ah, that's the solar panels. That's fine, you can rotate. Oh, what is going on there? Oh, is that the back of his helmet? It is his helmet. Wait, who's this? Is this Jeb? That was Bill. Hiya, Bill. I didn't even check who was on board. Oh, cracky, is that why we were struggling? Did we need Jeb? I don't know. I'm hoping it'll still drop us out of warp when we get near the atmosphere. It did! Hooray! Lag. Ineffective. Lack of exposure. Yeah, I think that's because we've just ejected them from the rest of the craft. Yeah, so it's not even Fizz Warp, it's just 4 times Time Warp at this point. They haven't even called it Fizz Warp. You know what, though, so far, not too awful. I think I would like to set the, Interesting, no... Ablator? I think I would like to try at some point setting the settings up. I'll probably report back to you guys on the Discord. Like, I'll put the graphic settings up a bit after I finish recording this, but... Yeah, aside from the lag spikes on... the coupling, which is pretty bad, frankly, that should be fixed. I don't think it's... I've not had as bad a time as some people, and that might be because my computer's a little beefier and can cope a bit better with some stuff, but... It's not an amazing PC, but it is a fairly powerful one. You know, it was pretty good parts at the time when I built it, so... I think that was us hitting the atmosphere. Oh, the atmosphere thing's here. I see. Oh, okay, so that's vertical speed. This is... heading. Okay. Full control... object cycling. Oh! Wait, no, we're not done after this, are we? Because we want to build a plane. That was the other thing. You can see how aircraft handle. Or at least try flying one of theirs around. I'm not so keen on missing the thing being up there for the altitude. That's going to mess me up. I got very used to Kerbal's UI. Oh, the sky's nice. I just realised. Looking at the skybox, that's new. It's not the one it used to be. There's the moon, of course. We got the equivalent of distant object enhancements on. It's actually visible at a good distance. Actually, I suppose it'd be visible from Kerbin anyway, wouldn't it? How high up are we? About 7,000. Deploy settings. Deploy altitude. It's a little lumpier on the... I kind of thought it was on 50 meter increments, but... Maybe you could adjust it more precisely. I don't know why you'd need to with something like a parachute, but... You've either done it high enough or you haven't. There's not really much fine tweaking to the exact meter. But yeah, usually, I might be making a horrible mistake here, but usually with previous Kerbal, opening at 500 is perfectly fine on Kerbal to open before you hit the ground. There we go. Yeah, and it looks like that's still indeed true. Speed reducing to what I would consider pretty safe. Is there a light in here? Yeah, apparently, but it doesn't look like it's too much. That's because his helmet's blocking the air view. Nice landing. It didn't lag or whatever on landing, so that was good. Recover your vessel here. Cycle. Okay, see. Where do we recover it? Recover vessel. Okay, so it's on the escape menu like it normally is. Excellent, you didn't crash. Hooray! Did we close that? Did we... Ah. Oh, it just recovered the vessel. It literally just scooped it up and just left me where I was. I see. Oh, is that so I could, like, switch to other things nearby? If there was, like, a Kerbal that got out nearby or something? Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. I was saying about building aircraft. Can we? Or do we build them at the VAB now and then just launch them? Oh, I think we just build them at the VAB and launch them from the runway. Maybe? 1 minute, YouTube. I'm going to go get the light. Alright, now I can see a bit more easy. Oh, yeah, look. Big aircraft on the wall. I guess we can debuild here. Ah, I see. So we click that and then it's... Ah, okay. Ooh, there's a blueprint mode. So it wants to be facing that way. Okay. Let's have a crack at building a plane. So what have we got for cockpits? We have... Man, they look nice on the inside. Peregrine. The Raven, which is the one we seen earlier. I might replicate an old design I made once before. Maybe that could be a fun way to do this. The Osprey. Yeah, that's the old Mark II cockpit. Phoenix, which is the nose-mounted one. And, of course, the Condor, which is the shuttle. Okay, so nothing much new here. Old designs we've seen, but with nice new models. Yeah, so I'm going to try and replicate something I built before, an old fighter of mine. So we're going to do... how do I... I'm not sure on that. So why can't I drag sideways? We're on... Oriented flat, right? Anyway, battery. Nope. Put a generator on it so we won't run out of power. Is that? Oh, is it just automatically not clipped two inside each other anymore? Maybe now. I hope that's the case. Get a tank like that. I'm gonna try to replicate this old design of mine. Remember how I did it. Let's do it with I also just realized that's the wrong type of tank. Ah, I guess there isn't one, so we'll do... Take the methane out. I'll take the oxidizer out. And back here will be... two of these. Oh, these lined up right again. It's a design I used to mess around with a lot. And so I've ended up making a few versions of it over the years. Not that it's particularly complicated, to be honest, but what have we got? We've got the little intakes. Those are still there. I believe is what it had. We've got those ones. Side mounted ones. Yep, they look great. Rounds. Yep. I think it's all the same stuff, isn't it? Did the engine itself still do nothing? I guess it's just an intake at this point. Pre-cooler. Although the pre-cooler was the one where the pre-cooler didn't actually do anything. Now, heat away from your engines. I don't know whether that does anything or not. Just the divertless ones. Shot cones. Yeah, most of these are looking about right. And the old radial. Yep. So it's all the same sort of stuff here. I believe these were set up like that. Right, yeah, and wing. Now, wing will actually be easier to shape because I can actually shape it to the thing. But let's put some engines on first. So what have we got for jet engines? I'm seeing two. No, a few new types. So we've got the little Whittle, tiny jet, whatever. The Weasley. Yeah, that's the sort of stand one. Is it Weasley? Weasley. Yep. Weasley used to have thrust reversers. I feel like he used to have thrust reversers, but I could be remembering wrong. We've got the Panther. Got the old dual mode afterburner. Yeah, textures look really nice once they actually load in. Takes them a moment. Whiplash. Oh, these are the supersonic ones. Okay, so it's not new ones. These are the ones designed for like sort of cruising. And we've got the Goliath turbine. The big jet engine. Yeah, Panther 2s. Let's try and replicate the wings. So, all moving control surface. On the medium wings, right? That's more like it. Okay. Do we still have the... We do still have that. Okay. I believe there's now a thing to adjust these wings. God, where was the thing for that? We had it earlier. Oh god, what do we tweak the wings? It's not that. Deploy? Oh, it must be flaps, I'm guessing. How do we adjust the wings? Spanner? Oh, no. There it is. Okay, it is there. It's just hiding behind the other thing. So, root length a little longer. Span about there-ish. I guess that looks about right. Angle. And back a bit further. Actually, root it down a bit so it's not clipping so much into the cockpit. Is it kind of control surfaces? Length probably wants to move like that. Actually, we probably do need the root to be a bit longer if it is sort of clipping into the cockpit a bit. Could always adjust it, translate it a bit to not be doing that. Nope. Stop pulling the thing off. Right. Yeah, I don't like that I can't sort of drag the camera around. That's not so great. That back face cut. What is going on there? Oh no, that wing is upside down. It is placing it wrong. Hang on a minute. Oh wait, no. Oh, this is only showing it like it's back face cold, so we can. So we can tell where it is, or is it showing the top half? Oh, it's sliced the wing in two. No, I don't know what's going on there. Right. Yeah, I don't want to span across the whole thing. Right, so that'll do for our roll control. I have a couple of effectively canards on the nose, although yeah, that's not quite right. Yeah, now if we drag this down to the bottom. Sorry, I'm being meticulous about this, but this is my first plane in this game. What to look good. And the angling tool. I'd say the angling in that is a little easier in this one so far, so that's good. That should handle the nose, and then we want a tail fin. Too large. Okay, let's try one of these. Yeah. Oh, but of course we could scale them as well now, can't we? So we can go. Ooh, on back on. Okay. Totally, yeah, that's about right. Oh, mass and lift. Okay, so the wings are a bit too far forward, so let's also adjust them. We drag the bats actually on that. Why instead of lift so far forward? Is it because of these? Ah, it's because they're angled up a little bit. Okay. Tilt that back a bit. Yeah, there we go. That should. There we go. Just a little bit of angle of adjustment on the nose, and then that should be about right. Oh, that's down a bit. Flatten out. Oh, no. Don't take it off. I wanted to tweak it. Okay. Now that's something I might suggest they also add a as you modify it, like adjustment to show you the area, the center of mass and everything changing on that center of lift and all that. All right, that's behind center of lift. That should be all right. Oh, I don't know. That's clipping into the engine sight. Up there. Yeah, there we go. That's not really clipping into the cockpit anymore. It's a little high, but that should be all right. Oh, well, I just realised I should have put landing gear on first. Right. Shouldn't be heavy enough to affect that a lot. I like to put it on backwards because it just looks smoother, but small landing gear. Why is the rotation like that? Right, because we're in the wrong symmetry mode. God, that looks kind of narrow though. I might even go. Like that. Two of those. Two wing-mounted things. Landing gear. I don't know what that means. That totally I don't have a Kerbal on board. So are those tall enough? They don't look tall enough. Import's being a little strange. Okay, they should be tall enough. Yeah, not at that angle though. I'll land this plane, not smash it, not crash it. I definitely want the nose raised up a little bit though. Okay, back to the medium. Medium's on the side of here. Adjust them down a bit. No, not like that either. That's not right. Okay, right. Try to mount them in such a way that they still look attached, but they're not too close together. Right, now I've heard that wobbliness is an issue, so we're going to try not putting any struts on, see how it goes. Crew. Oh, pardon me. Antida. And Jeb. Two pilots. And we'll say this as the, what was it? Delta Wing Gen 2 Mark 1. Right. Oh, and runway 1. Yeah, that's right. One's from the runway. Again, new building things, slightly weird to get used to, but oh, there is some bounce. Okay, there is some part wobble still. No SAS. SAS does what? Oh god, the wobble is really bad. Okay. I forgot to set action groups to toggle the mode, but oh god, it takes a moment to toggle. Oh god, we've killed them all. Oh god, very laggy crash. Oh, very laggy crash. Yeah. Well, back to the VB. First of all, we're going to add some struts and stabilise this a little bit. Second of all, I'm going to put afterburners on an action group because apparently it takes them a moment to switch over now. I can't just do it instantly anymore. But yeah, okay, so the bouncy landing gear thing is still, annoyingly, seems to still be alive and well, but that could be due to our frame warping more than anything else. Encoding overloaded. Oh boy, I think OBS is struggling a bit. Again, I knew it was going to perform a little worse when I was recording. I think Kerbal might very much be a play it a little bit at launch, then come back to it down the line as it gets updated at the moment. Which is a bit of a shame, but it's kind of what I'd expected given what feedback I'd heard. Strut the wings, strut the body. Strut these front sections. Strut the tail, just in case, because you never know. I can't remember what all the places I used to strut things regularly on Kerbal. Strut these two against each other, because, again, you never know. Landing gear are kind of already inside the body. That's weird. I don't think that's where I put them. Where I put them? I don't think that's where I put them. I'm not crazy, right? These were sort of sticking out the side, right? Yeah, we'll put them there. Even strut them in place for good measure. That's interesting. Didn't move them. Oh, we can't strut to the top of the landing gear. Interesting. Okay. Let's give that a try anyway. Save. Another attempt at the flight. See how she goes. I forgot to do the action groups. That's fine. We will not touch the afterburners. Or was it the SAS system that was causing all the wibble? Right, let's go for takeoff. I see brave Kerbals are there. If this doesn't work very well, we'll maybe try loading one of the stock aircraft, but theoretically this should be alright. Although these rear wings probably shouldn't be on a... You know, you're on roll. Oh boy. Come on, bird. Come on. Up you go. Lift. Okay, maybe it does need to be on pitch. Or maybe those front nose wings are a little small. Yeah, lacking a little on the old pitch authority, huh? See if I can tell these wings to have a bit more. Nope, that is as much as they get. Okay. Still, we're up at the edge, just about. Roll is not the fastest, but it's functional. Yeah, pitch is very bad. At least I believe that's the aircraft design's fault, not the, oh boy, not the game's fault. Up, 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 up. I don't know how solid those trees are, but up. Landing it down just in case. Oh, too late. Let's load one of their designs. Oh god, yeah, big lag. Load one of their designs to see how well the stock ones fly. Because one of the things I did want to do, I'd see the trailers, was they've got a Heimat replica. That's one of my favourite aircraft ever. And seeing that the Kerbal devs have replicated it, I'm like, oh, I have to fly that. Okay, so Aircraft may be a little harder to fly, especially if you build one that flies like a pig, like I did. But yeah, a little bit more pitch control. Actually, the nose canard should... Actually, yeah, I might even try to fix this one, actually, because the nose canard should be the all-moving type. But I'll leave it as is for now, and we'll just try one of the in-game ones. Right. Load. I assume there are stock craft. There are. How many have we got? Kerbal 1, stock KSS modular hubs. They've got a space station hub, a rover, IORC K2, jumping flea, stock Kerbal X, and Sparrow. Okay. Not as many as I thought they had, or might have. Okay, the IORC is the stock jet. Yeah, this looks familiar. Landing gear is smaller than it used to be. Is that okay? I've not had very good... I have to admit, I don't rate those fixed landing gear at all. Oh, it spawned me in the wrong place. I don't rate those fixed landing gear at all, so if they fix them in this, I'll be impressed. Yeah, revert to VAB. Confirm revert. Yeah, I have not rated those fixed landing gear traditionally. The stock Kerbal ones just... I've never managed to land anything on them. They just smash to pieces. They just don't seem to be durable enough to withstand landing. It's so difficult to actually do anything with them. Especially not early game, which is when you actually get them, but you don't really have the technology to stop because you haven't really got proper air brakes and things. I mean, you can stop with flaps, but even then that's tricky. Like, you have limited options for how big those flaps and things can be. Right. Runway 1. Let's give this a try. Loads very quick. That was the quickest load yet. Yes, Bob's flying today. Been brave, Bob. He's feeling something. I do like the new music. I have to admit, I do like the game's new music. Oh, that was a little close to that intake for my liking. This feels fairly manoeuvrable, if a little liable to have its nose drop. Aircraft don't feel quite as manoeuvrable as they used to in general. I wonder if the air is a bit less soupy. I'm noticing the runways way longer though, which is good. Past the control tower, as is tradition. And the VAB. Looks like we don't have a reverser. I guess that's either no longer a thing or that was something a mod added, but... yeah, so aircraft flight feels a bit more sluggish than it used to, but... well, not sluggish, but less manoeuvrable, but I think that's manoeuvrable there. But that's probably closer to what it probably should be. Original Kerbal's atmosphere is very soupy. See if we can do a sort of switch back past the tracking centre. A little low. Turn. Up and turn. A little bit close to the trees, but there's the launch pad. Do an aileron roll. Or a barrel roll, or whatever that is, technically. We kind of can. Right, yeah, there's more than one launch pad now, isn't there? I forgot. Yeah, they've added more than one now, so there's actually multiple launch pads to fly past. My god, that's bright. Meow. Well, I'll tell you what. Even if some of the things have problems, the planes feel alright. Yeah, a bit slower, but a bit more heavy, but we're going to try for a landing. And that's what we'll call the episode, I think. Call the first impressions. Sorry if this has not been necessary. I suppose this will be a bit different to how a lot of people have been doing their first impressions, but I've been checking all the things I wanted to check. I would say at the moment, Kerbal 2 definitely feels like, yeah, there's work to be done. It's not awful. Ah, like that. My plane has developed active camouflage. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's a new feature. I would have taken a screenshot of that if I'd have thought of it. But it's just Steam now, right? I can just... F12 brings up the arrow GUI. Okay, no, I can't. Prior landing. Right, have they made these... oh, no, it did take a screenshot. Just extremely delayed. 2, in fact. Oh, God. Bonk. Oh, look at that. It didn't explode. Brakes on. Oh. A little bit of a squeal. Oh, brakes off. Tell you what, wheel physics seem a lot nicer. Right, kind of surprised we made it out of that. There. Gonna have a nice rest. Oh, there we go. I think that does it for my first impressions. I'll probably do some more messing around. But yeah, I think the game is functional. It's definitely got some problems. There's the lag on collisions. There's the lag on staging, like really bad lag on staging. Graphics don't look amazing. I am going to try turning them up a bit when I'm not recording. But they're functional. I can see what's going on, apart from when the Kerbal itself tries to blind me. A few things like the whole double click or something to focus on it are working now. Okay, interesting. I didn't earlier, but new texture on the moon's looking nice until you zoom in really close on it. Yes, have a look at the other bodies. I need to be able to see the surface. Is that why it wasn't? Oh, hang on. Focus. Ah, okay. Right click focus works too. Ooh. Yeah, Mimba's looking interesting. Yeah, I know the planets are supposed to have had quite a bit of a rework. There's Kerbal. Let's have a quick look at Jewel, where all the planets are. No, Jewel. There's Lathe. Oh. Looking... yeah, okay. That said, some work needed. But I think in general, the game is working. It's performing okay when it isn't lag spiking. Makes me suspect that some of the people that struggle just don't have computers that are up to spec. Now, that's not to say the optimization is necessarily good. I'm sure it probably does need some work. But yeah, first impressions, given the negativity, certainly could have been worse, but there is work to be done here. I definitely think Kerbal 2 is a game with a lot of promise, but it isn't there yet, and it's not cheap. I won't pretend it isn't 50 quid, or 45 I think it was. That's not a small amount of money for a game that's releasing quite bare bones and with some quite clear major flaws. But I hope you enjoyed my first little look at it. And I'll see you guys in the next, whatever it is I record. I don't know yet. Goodbye.